like Mercury. On Earth, stepping out of Mercury. Sending messages from God like the mythological Mercury. To tell your temperature with the use of none other than Mercury.
How you doing?
What's up? What's up, DJ Miss B? Oh, pardon me. Yo, I was jagged edge with the shit. Pardon, excuse me.
And you can curse because we are. First and foremost, we definitely want to thank you for joining us. That's first and foremost.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me. This is amazing.
This is Hip Hop Radio on 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. Now, if you guys don't know, we are on every Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. That's if you're on the East Coast, that's 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. So y'all got to tune in on 22.3 TakeoverVegasRadio.com. And today we have a special guest in the building, and she goes by the name of Mercuree The Personality. Give her a round of applause, everybody.
Woo!
That's right, that's right. What's up, Merc? How you doing?
I'm doing well, despite, the current circumstances. I'm doing well. I cannot complain. I'm hoping all are well as well, because these are trying times. So I don't want to gloss over, what we're all going through as a world,
Right.
This virus and whatnot. I don't want to gloss over that. So I don't want to be like, oh, I'm fine, as if nothing is going on, and as if people aren't dying and people aren't sick and things of that nature. So in light of all of that, I am all right, and my family as well, and we're persevering through. So, and hoping all for the same for others.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, we're doing the same over here. Excuse me. Despite there have been some people who have passed away that I knew.
Yes.
So, it's just been crazy. But we're trying to not only just as we're educating ourselves, preparing ourselves for different things and the change the world is actually going through. We're gonna have a little fun in the meantime as well.
Exactly. I just wanted to, before we get started, I didn't want to, because these are times. So you know how people will be like, oh, and you was joking and laughing, and people are dying, like.
Right.
So we about to laugh, motherfucker. But I want to say.
Exactly.
Sometimes laughing keeps them crying. So.
Gotta laugh, keep them crying. I always say that. Exactly. So we're going to take it back to the beginning, right? A lot of people who will be watching this know exactly who you are. If you watch The Break Room, you should be watching it if you're not. And also, if you're on Instagram, she goes live in the mornings when she's making her smoothie, and she's not going to let you know that how she works out, but she's going to show you that she does work out, right? Got a punching bag and all, cracking jaws and everything. Ready for this? When it's time to crack some jaws, she gonna crack some jaws. That's for real. That's don't test, please. She is from Brooklyn. So speaking of
no problem.
That's right. Right. Speaking of Brooklyn, you are from East Coast people. Y'all already know Brooklyn, USA, Brooklyn, BK all day. You understand what I'm saying? But you are a Brooklyn native. So where actually were you born?
Okay, so yeah, I was born in Brooklyn. I was born in Jewish Interfaith Hospital. They called it Interfaith Medical, whatever, something of that nature, but it's Jewish Interfaith Hospital. It's no longer there. I grew up on Park Place, so that's like the tip of Park Slope the beginning of Prospect Heights. So I went to school in Park Slope, grew up in Park Slope, and lived on Park Place. So yeah, that was my stomping ground. That's where everything was live. You know, we thought we were hip, we were cool. What you talking about? You know, until I moved around Brooklyn, we thought we were hood. Because, you know, like hood is just slang term for neighborhood, right?
Absolutely.
So, you know, so pretty much when we say when I say the term hood, that's what I mean. It's like slang, you know, like now I'm like where the slang is really, where all the slang terminology, that's where it's thickest. And I wasn't there. I wasn't where that thickness of the slang terminology, the, you know, the urban dictionary, you know, that wasn't used where I was, you know, growing up. And also that's not the diction that I was using for myself anyway. I grew up pretty tamed, you know, sheltered, if you will, you know, if that's the, you know, just to use that term. I grew up in the top 15% of my class in every, you know, in every class I ever was in. I graduated in the top 15% of my class in high school. I got accepted to the top 25 schools in the nation in college. You know, I could have played ball anywhere. I just didn't have, I'm just breezing through. I didn't really have a support system. So when I was dreaming in my room and, you know, coming up with my own thing of what I wanted to do in my life and what I wanted to be, it was pretty private. So I guess that's why I'm still a private person and still pretty much, you know, like closed-lipped on the things that I do, because I had to be pretty much closed-lipped at home. My mom, I wouldn't necessarily say, when I was younger, I would say she didn't believe in dreams. But at the age that I am now, I'm not going to say that she didn't believe in dreams. I just feel that she saw so many people fail. And, you know, when people see failure or whatever, they fear for their own, you know, their own people. And instead of using that fear as fuel to push their offspring, they hinder their offspring. So it's like, no, you ain't gonna do that. Or if you wanna do that, you ain't gonna do that under this roof, you know? And so that was my ultimatum. It was, you know, you either go to school, you know, and whatever. And then the funny thing is, it's like when I do what people say, they move the board. It's like, so I did what my mother said. I got accepted to the top 25 schools in the nation. I could have played ball for Duke. Like, all you had to do was sign a promissory note. I would have been in there. You didn't want to do. It's like she moved the board. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, you now got to go to school here. Because I didn't apply to any schools in New York City. I wanted to get the hell out of there. I knew it was toxic. I knew it was dysfunctional. I knew I wasn't supported. I knew that I couldn't grow. I knew I couldn't spread my wings. I need my wings out. I need to be, you know, like I'm feisty. I need to be making shit happen, you know, and I'm not a dreamer. I'm a doer. I see it in my brain and I make that shit happen. That's me. And I saw myself. My name was I'm Mercuree. That's my real name. Let me back up. My real name is Mercuree, spelled Mercuree. So when I was little, I grew up learning about Mercury from the god, you know, the Mercury, the god, the messenger of the god, the messenger of God, the messenger of travel, commerce, entertainment, communication, and several other things, because my brain is not scattered, but I'm ready to talk about something else. But yes, I learned about the planet itself. I learned about the element itself. That's why it's Mercury HG. You know, because HG is on the periodic table. So I know its atomic weight is 80. You know, like it's a lot of things that I know about Mercury. And I formed and I embraced and I was in love with the fact that I was named Mercury. But society makes you hate yourself. Society makes you not love who you are because society will beat you down. Like, yeah, be yourself, not like that. yeah, shine, but
Not too much.
not much. You shining too much, or you love yourself too much, or you speak about yourself too much. So you cocky, so you arrogant, so you this, you that. They put all these negative stigmas, especially on women. I'm not trying to separate this conversation because I don't like doing that, but I am a woman and I do see the difference. If I was a man and I was like, yo, my name is Mercuree, which is an original male name. That's why my name is spelled with 2 E's, not a Y, because Y is actually a masculine letter. So my name is spelled with 2 E's because E is actually a feminine letter, whatever. But anyway, that's not the only reason why my name is spelled with 2 E's. But let's just go there, okay? Let's just make it societal. Let's make it surface, because there's a deeper reason why my name is Mercuree. I don't really think I'm going to go into that. I might. But anyway, so I really embraced Mercuree, especially the God part of commerce, of entertainment, of communication, of travel, of media. I was like, oh, you gave that to me, God? Oh, let me delve into that. Let me be the nerd that I am and learn about not only myself, but the attribute given to me. Because I'm wondering why I keep having this great love of not only the mind, but communication. Like, why does that keep coming to me? And why do people keep being so butthurt or salty, or they hold on to what I say? From when I was a kid, from a baby, if I say something, it's like Mercuree said, and I'll be like, but they just said that shit 15 minutes ago. It's because it was a power given to me. It was something of my purpose. And I was around people, and even my mom, I had to learn, your parents, they birthed you, yeah, but they don't be knowing who you are. They don't be knowing your power. They don't be knowing your strength. They just know you my kid and you better do what the fuck I said. That's what they know. And then there's some parents, which I wish I had this type of parent that was like, I am blessed with another being that can be whatever she wants to be. Like, I wish that I had that parent, because OMG, what a combination we would have made. However, I had to go my own route because I didn't have that. So I studied psychology because I had to heal myself at a very young age. I had to work out issues that I knew were happening in front of me and were not settling right within my soul. Like, nah, this is not supposed to be happening. Yo, nah, I'm supposed to be having somebody sweating me. Nah, I'm supposed to be having somebody, oh, Mercuree, you into that? Nah, that's supposed to be going on in my household because I'm popping. Like, you know, like I used to be like, what? I get straight A's. Everything I touch, yo, that shit is, I used to be like, I'm in the wrong house. I'm in the wrong house. I gotta get out. So soon as I was able to see that I could get out, and my mother stunted that, I applied to Long Island University, got a scholarship, academic, and I walked on the basketball team. So my mom's I felt like she was tight. Like, nah, I want you to struggle more. Like, no, I didn't want this to happen. But I let it happen because I got a scholarship. So boom, I went to the dorms. You know, I had my first taste of, oh my God, I could do me, yo. And then I also was into, you know, music because I'm a creator. So I was on my music trail and doing all this music shit in every studio and da 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 da. So I'm like, oh, I could really be in studios now. Yo, I'm everywhere. I'm with Meth. I'm with Redman. I'm everywhere. And I'm like, how the fuck did I get here? I can't even tell you. All I could tell you is I stayed moving and I stayed telling people what I did. And from me telling people what I did, they told me, come over here, go over there. There's something over here. There's something over there. Something over there. Over here, over here. And I had to be like, right there. And I'm talking about my pockets was rabbit ears. So when certain people say certain shit, you know, Biggie, one of my friends, it's like, no, we really had rabbit ears, okay? And we was right there standing there like in VIP, like, what's up? What's good? And you know, another thing I wish I did, take pictures. I never was into pictures.
Tell me about that.
Because, like, all right, so my family is Native American. And if anybody knows about Native Americans and pictures, they don't really mess with them because they say that they capture your soul. Every time you take a picture, your soul is taken. So it's like years taken off of your life. So I grew up knowing that because my grandmother is full-bred Cherokee Indian. So I grew up with knowledge of my heritage and my bloodline. So my bloodline is thick. Not only is my grandmother Cherokee Indian, my father is. So, and his bloodline is. So I'm more Cherokee Indian than I'm anything else. So, because the bloodline is so thick with the Cherokee. And I did study Cherokee Indians heavily, and they do strongly believe in pictures. And I was like so into that knowledge that I used to be like, and the funny thing is that it's a great thing that I did that, because some of the pictures that I would have been in wouldn't have been good for me today, you know. So, you know, I do wish certain pictures, like with Big, I wish, because people be like, you ain't know him. Come on now. Like, why do I got to say I know somebody that I don't know? Like, that, this is what kills me about being on the come up. And I think that's what makes me so feisty, is because I don't need to lie to none of y'all. Like, first of all, my stripes have been gained before social media. Social media was never a factor. We didn't even know. We had IBM computers. Like, so, you know, like none of this stuff mattered. We played Carmen Sandiego on the computer, okay? Okay, my first video game was ColecoVision, okay? Then next was Atari, okay? So I go way back. And so when people be thinking I'm clout chasing or I'm trying to get on, or first of all, I could have been on. There's a million things, there's a million souls that I could have sold along with my own, okay? Get where I go. But I ain't never been like that. First of all, I've never been a cheater to win in my life. We can go all the way back to PS282, Satellite West, because I'm going to name everywhere I've been. PS282, look it up. Satellite West, Edward R. Murrow, James Madison, where I graduated, top 50% of my class, and Long Island University. Go for it. Have a fields day. But at the end of the day, you're going to know that I always was about my business. I was a top student. And I ain't playing no games in them streets, in them school streets. I didn't play no games. When you spoke my name, I used to be right at your door. Like, you know, I used to be waiting at people's classroom. Like, because I'm not into gossip. I go to people, and people like to gossip a lot. And that is so when it came to the industry, I was the same way that I was in high school, junior high school, elementary school, the same way. As soon as you said my name, how you doing?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You know, so in the business, I didn't change. And, you know, of course, if I could change that, of course I would. Okay, corporate America, you got me. All right. And donors and all of you people that could have put so much money in my pocket, my bad for being honest, raw, and straight up. Like, don't talk about people that could come to you, that would walk straight to your doorstep with 18 dogs. Like, what are you talking about? And the dogs ain't even there. The dogs are inside. She's walking by herself. I just stand on the square truth. Like, yeah. I don't talk about people. I don't expose. I could have exposed a million motherfuckers for what? Because after you, what I gotta explain to people about exposing people is, what do you really gain? Because after you say, oh, such and such did such and such, they gonna be like, well, what was you doing?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I wasn't necessarily doing shit, but I was there. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be, oh, you disgruntled because something didn't work out for you. So the reason why I don't really tell too much stories is because people, the first thing they're gonna grab is, you didn't make it. You know? And you ain't gonna be able to say that to me, because guess what? I don't cheat to win, and I already made it. And let's get into how I already made it.
No question. So one thing that you said was, if you could have took pictures back then, like me, when I used to do I got a story to tell, and I know you came in on a couple of, I got so
Yes.
many stories. I wish I would have took pictures, but when my mind state was, we're in the moment. So I'm living
Yes.
in the moment, because if I stand on the sidelines and, yo, let's take a picture, I'm looking like a groupie and I'm not handling
Right.
my business in the moment. But
Right.
now we're in that technology age where everybody's going to respect it because they know that's what it is.
Like, I really love them people. Like, I love Supernat. Like, I love that Prez. Like, I love Russell and Danny and Joey Simmons. Like, I love those people. So it wasn't like, I'm sitting with you, I'm working for you, Danny. So let me take pictures with you, Danny, because I work with you.
Right.
Look at, you're my manager, click, 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 you know, or I'm with you, Method Man. Look, me and Method Man's together, click, click, click. Like, I you know, like Guru.
Oh, rest in peace, Guru.
Like 6, 7, 8 months, but I'm gonna be like, find a camera because I'm with Guru. No, I wasn't like that, and I'm not like that, because I still have, it's the only reason why I gotta be like, let's take this flick. It's because I gotta put it on to be like, yo, he's gonna be on the show, or he's on the show, and it makes me feel funny, you know, like, oh, let's take this flick, like, but at the end of the day, you know, it's like, you do want to commemorate, and you do kind of want to, you know, capture certain moments. Like, damn, I was with Dougie Fresh. Yes. You'll get that motherfucking camera out, bitch, before I fuck you up. Excuse me. You know?
Yeah. The person that you are today, because you've been through so much, were you always like this, or were you kind of shy and it had to be brought out because of who you were going to be?
Well, I was a floater kind of child. I like to know, I was very eclectic. I like to know all types of people. I went to school with everybody. That's why I love the way I grew up, because I grew up in schools that had every single type of race, person, creed, color, in like type of character. I grew up with every single person that walks this planet was in my schools. So I loved growing up. So I was able to float. I was able to hang out with the goth people, the loners, because they was goth when we were in elementary school. You gotta understand, people form their personality at different times in life. And I went to pretty advanced, like, you know, mentally advanced schools. I learned how to read when I was 3. So the schools that my mom put me in, because my mother was like a brainiac person, so she always vetted every place that before I ever touched ground in, they already knew who we were, because my mom vetted every place. She's been like that all her life. So, you know, that's why she ran from the South. My mother's from South Carolina. And she ran from, you know, poverty and all of, you know, racism and all that. So my mother is half Cherokee and half African, because her father is African. And so I feel like she didn't know who she connected with. So, and she didn't add him on in the development of me and my brother. I feel like she only wanted to bring in this other thing that was less of what we were going through than what she went through. Because when you're mixed a lot, like, you know, my dad got Irish and Cherokee in him, and my mom got African and Cherokee in her, and makes us double this, and we got Irish in us, and I got freckles, and, you know, it makes us very mixed. So growing up, I had to float a lot because I didn't belong places. Like, when I sat with original, what I call the original clan, you know, our African people, you know, people that's from Jamaica, you know, Trinidad, you know, Guyana, you know, all these, you know, places that, you know, got the real, you know, melanin vibe and, you know, all that, you know, culture, you know. I was like, I love that shit, but I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, right? Then when I got with, you know, with the American blacks, you know, quote unquote, because I don't really like saying black because we're not a color, but, you know, let's just do it, you know, and I'm gonna put quotes around it, you know, when I'm with the American blacks, you know, they always self-depreciating, you know, and it's always the and white people do this and I was like, I don't understand that because I do that. Like, when they, certain things that they be saying, I'll be like, but I don't do that. So, and my family don't do that, So it's like, I always felt out, I always felt out. Like I don't fit where you at. I don't fit where you at. I don't fit over here. So let me just float until y'all say something I'm not feeling and I'm out.
That's it.
And I saw our middle class, up and coming, Black people making it happen in brownstones. Their grandparents had money, their lawyers, doctors. I saw all of this stuff. So when I was around those people that would self-deprecate, I couldn't handle it because I'm like, but I never saw that. I saw people getting up to go to work, saying good morning, taking their Black little kids along with me to school, holding hands, you know what I'm saying? So like we saw, I don't know what you saw, but I saw some good shit. So I'm gonna stick to the good stuff that I saw. Thank you very much.
Right.
Okay.
And then when you get down to like Brownsville or Flatbush, it's,
oh my God.
it's
When I lived quick and I lived in the projects in Brownsville, they hated me. They wanted to jump me. They called me white girl. They tell me I want to be white. I heard I want to be white my whole life. I talk white. I want to be white. Listen, first of all, I do not want to be a recessive gene. And that is not to denounce white people or Caucasian, because if you truly understood the knowledge of the word Caucasian, they were dark people, okay? So if you do real science on Caucasian, they were actually dark people with noses like mine. So let's not go there, okay? Second, I'm way educated, to the point where I play foolish to catch the fool who thinks they're fooling me. And that's also troublesome in this industry because I'll be like, I chuck it up a lot and I'll be like, what you doing? But no, you're supposed to be like that. Come on now. Like, you're supposed to have your head on a swivel even when it's straight. I'm sorry. You're in a world where you don't know who you encountering at any time. So, excuse me, I'm going to be on point and you're not going to take me off my square. When I was younger, I questioned myself, but I knew everything I'm saying to you right now today. I knew it then. I just questioned myself more. I would follow behind people I thought believed in me. I would follow behind people that I thought had my best interests at heart. And then I realized by the age of 27 to 30, I realized people are very self-serving. So they will give you advice, information to dumb your power down, zap that power, okay? Zap that power line, baby, okay? Because they see you popping off.
Yeah.
Hold on now. You could change the world. Hold on now. Your name is Mercuree. You got that power behind you. Hold on now. Let me keep attacking the way you talk, attacking the way you look, attacking the fact that you're not being a woman. Let me keep doing that. And as a youth coming up, I would let them. I'll be like, I am not being womanly. I am trying to be a woman. And then I realize I'm a woman, whether I'm cleaning the toilet, cursing you out, loving you, hugging you, kicking you down a flight of stairs. I'm a woman doing it. Have yourself a nice day.
You can't change genetics. You are what you are, period.
And I don't like when other women try to silence me too. Don't do that, sweetheart, because there's several different types of characters of women and you need us all, okay? So stop with we all gotta be meek. We all gotta be submissive. We all gotta, excuse me, CEOs and bosses and all these top women and all that, they ain't not none of that. Yeah, when they getting back shots, you might catch them on some, ooh, baby. But you ain't catching them like that when they making them business moves and they signing them checks and making them deals. So you ain't gonna do that to me because I'm one of them. And I didn't know that then. I knew that then, but I didn't know that then.
That's interesting because DJ Miss B is one of those people. She's alpha too. You know what I mean? She handles her business. And that's the reason why I like dealing with her, because
all character of women. We need all of us.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna make me feel bad because I'm this type of woman,
Right.
okay? And they like to be on some tranny, you a man, and all that. No, no, and no. I'm heterosexual. I do not have a penis. You are not going to bait me into showing you my vagina because I know that's exactly what you want to see, okay? You're not gonna hold me to death into me showing you my vagina, like, oh, that hoe bitch, that hoe bitch, that hoe bitch.
Yeah.
No, no. So when I was younger, I was very confused in how I should come about myself because I did know myself from a very young age. I just didn't know how to maneuver, and I still don't. Like sometimes you don't know. Like, come on, you know, people be acting like you get a script to life. You don't. So excuse me if I burned bridges. I didn't even know were fucking bridges. And excuse me for not knowing you burned a bridge over this way, for not knowing that I was a bridge. Excuse me, okay? Because people like to bring you down just because you want to come up. No, honey, you just made it before I did. That don't mean that you better than me, okay? And some people pay for their slots. I don't pay for anything. Excuse me. Have yourself a nice day. I pay for always pads. I pay for toothpaste. I pay for my meal, but I'm not paying for no accolades. So you're not gonna see me paying for no blog, for somebody to talk about me in no blog. You're not gonna see me paying for some magazine to post me in their spread. I'm not paying, and I know so many people that do that.
Oh.